tour. Getting more
Yeah.
comfortable with twos. I'm definitely more of a ones player still.
Yeah, twos. I mean, it's the main format of the game. However, I mean, I think that a lot of people have been paying more attention to ones nowadays, which is really cool to me because I personally do like watching ones in this game. I know
Hmm.
people have this idea that oh, ones is just this mashy mash fest. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. They're just mashing, and I just don't feel that way when I'm watching ones and multiverses.
Agreed. I think it's really neutral heavy actually,
Yeah,
especially at higher level. I think it's just a lot of neutral and matchup knowledge.
for
But
sure.
I have grown to love twos for sure. I'm just not. I mean, I can't complain too much about the twos meta when like I think it's very projectile heavy, but like my main comp is Rick Bugs, which is just like a projectile mess fest. But I don't know. I would love more combo heavy comps and that type of thing.
I think that's going to be hard to come across just because of like what characters are, I guess, meta right now, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak.
For
I
sure.
mean, people are always talking about how projectiles are like it's a projectile meta. Projectiles are good. I think almost in any game you put projectiles in, they're going to be useful. Like it's not just
Mm-hmm.
a multiverse thing, you know. Sometimes I get a little like I'm a little off put, no bias, of course, by multiverses getting like this rep of just being like this projectile fest when in reality, man, we both come from Smash. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Like we know what it's like to get camped out by Gyro, bruh. Like it's different, but of course, different games, different strokes. But
True.
uh, in
I
regards to, I guess, your career going. Wait, you're gonna say something?
Yeah, I do think one of the reasons, especially in twos, that projectiles are so dominant though, is because of lack of team attack. Um,
Uh huh.
I think that makes it just you don't have to even think about your projectiles as much. I am curious. It's such a staple to the game. I don't necessarily think it needs to be changed, but I am curious what it would be like if there wasn't team attack and if that
I
would get rid of the
personally,
projectile meta.
I personally would like more defensive options just to deal with projectiles. Like I'm a
Yeah,
big fan
yeah.
of the Rivals of Ether parry system,
Mhm.
where if they parry a projectile, like you're frozen in place. If they parry my projectile, I'm frozen for like a little brief period of time, and they can punish me, right? So
Okay.
it would make it so that like spamming projectiles isn't as rewarding, but you can still use projectiles. You just can't mindlessly throw them out because if you do, all it takes is one parry to put you in a situation where you get reversaled. And I think that is something that was really clever from the Rivals team that I would like to see in like in other games too. Not even just multiverses. I want to see that shit in other games. I think Ultimate's parry system is trash versus projectiles.
Definitely.
So you don't get anything for pairing Rob's gyro. You get nothing. I think that's a problem. But yeah, that's my opinion when it comes to projectiles and such.
Yeah, I kind of contribute to it with maining Rick, but definitely a
Yeah,
lot has
people,
changed as well. I feel like last time we played, I literally wasn't getting like any viewers on stream, and I've gotten a lot more consistent
I'm in your
audience. I've
chat right
been
now,
I've been
bro.
grinding
I
like
see, I see the
crazy
nine,
on
man.
the stream, man. I've been grinding like mad.
Hold on, I
Um,
see a 10. I see a 10. Wait, hold on. Let's get more people in here. You went live, right? Let me go on Twitter.
yeah, I popped. I played like a warm up game or two, but
Wait, what the fuck? I can't find you. Hands and VS on Twitter?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotcha. Did you post on? Oh, you did. 6 hours. Jeez, you've been live for a while.
Nah, that was actually before. I was live, took a break. I haven't even posted anything about this one yet, but
Okay. So let
um,
me. I'll just retweet this. Talking to your clients
appreciate it.
about Rick's stuff on his stream.
I'm so hyped just to talk about this game. I have a bunch of thoughts, and now that you're the community manager as well, and you have an impact, is so cool. Like, um, I've been talking to a lot of different people throughout the community, what the game needs to do and all that, and how to improve it. I think there's a lot of things that could be changed, even though the game is still very very fun. But one thing that I've thought a lot about, and I've talked a lot to top players, is how to add a lot of skill expression, and skill inflection, kind of with characters and throughout the game. Um, I think some characters definitely lack that, and even like Gopo. I don't know if you know Gopo, the best Finn,
And
like definitive best Finn. He's also one of the best players in the world. I think is concerned because he found like a really really unique fin movement tech with side B, but he heard that it was gonna be removed from the game, and I don't know, tech like that getting removed is definitely concerning because I think that overall just lowers the skill ceiling. Um, he literally
It's
like
crazy, right?
found a way to side B across the whole stage. It's very odd. I don't even know how he does it, to be honest.
Do you remember? Did you play Smash 4 at all?
A little bit, not competitively though.
Did you play Smash for 3DS at all?
Uh, Not really. I only played on the Wii U.
Totally fine. So, Brawl, we had this thing called Dacus where we could legitimately slide across the stage. It was crazy.
Mhm.
In Come 4, we were playing on a 3DS, so you can't do Dacus inputs because you need a controller to do that. However, someone got an attachment to the DS where you could use a GameCube controller because we're like hardcore nerds like that. And they found out that Dacus was still in the game. Come Smash for Wii U, when the 3DS version died, they took Dacus out.
Mhm.
And it was very puzzling because it seemed like Sakurai went out of his way to take out as much tech as possible. I'm with
Yeah.
you where I think tech is great for not only skill expression but for character expression as well. Sometimes I think that if a move is like if a yeah, dash attack up smash, correct, Lone. Sometimes I think if a move functions in a way that you didn't know it would, or you find like this hidden thing about a move, I think it's okay to leave it as long as it's not toxic. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Sometimes those accidents are good things. So I agree with you.
Yeah, definitely. And especially something like that's really hard to input, and like what he's doing is like really really difficult, so that just like something like that I really hope they leave in the game. Um
Yeah.
yeah, I think a lot of characters, especially like Stripe is the obvious one that comes to mind. Like I would really love to see some positive Stripe changes cuz like I want to play that character, but I just can't bring myself to because of the state he's in now.
Sure.
Um, I would love to see some sort of change to gun. I think the auto aim thing is just kind of insane. I would love to see some other way. The reason I love Gizmo too so much is because of the difficulty. And, like especially with arrows, like hitting arrow combos are so satisfying because you really have to aim them and change how you aim them depending on the charge. So I would love some sort of
Yeah.
change to get to Stripe's gun to work similar to that, as well as like making the rest of his kit useful. Because like skateboard and down to like just not good moves.
You asking for stripe changes? How the
Of
times have
course.
changed? How the times have changed, man.
I
That
want
was
that
that
character to be cool. He's so
block
not.
was hot. Block was hot with that character, man. Everybody want that character. Everybody wanted that character bop.
I know, but like it's because he's so lame. It's because of how he has to play to succeed, I think.
Uh-huh.
So I would
I'm gonna
love
get
to
I'm a
give
gremlin apologist, so
would
working
love
on
to
my
give
end.
him some
Yeah.
skill expression, man.
I see a gremlin succeeding, I'm popping off, baby.
I really
Um,
love like I literally didn't even watch the movie until this game too, and I really liked it. So then I wanted to play Stripe as well, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
okay. Yeah, it's totally okay. But no, I think a lot of people have a lot of ideas. But at the end of the day, uh excuse me, sorry.
All good.
I can listen, I can suggest things, but it won't always be my call always. But
Yeah, of
I
course.
that's my job. I'm supposed to listen to you guys. I'm supposed to hear you guys out, and I still appreciate the enthusiasm from everybody. Like I just made that tweet the other day talking about like I love the 4 Multiversus accounts because I do like the 4 Multiversus accounts. I think some of them are
Mhm.
actually really funny, you know. But sometimes it's just hard, right? Because with games like these, you say one thing, everybody takes it as, "Oh my god, it's happening." It's just like, no, that's not how it works.
Yeah, there's so many to it literally be impossible to add them all in the game. Like there's so
You
many
can
four
tell me to
MVS
buff
accounts.
Gizmo in certain ways, and I could be like, yeah, I agree with you, but that doesn't mean that they'll get that buff, right?
I think Gizmo
But
should weigh as much as Iron Giant. I think that'd be a great change.
I think
Like...
that's hard cap. I think that would be a problem. That would be a big ass problem.
Nah, all I really want is his jab to literally do anything. That's all I really hope for.
I'm actually an advocate personally for Gizmo's forward air actually killing when you charge it.
I'm with that. It does occasionally kill it, but it's really, really hard. I just want a
I
little
always
more
felt,
combo routes. I love his
I always
combo
felt
routes
like
though, as they are now.
playing Gizmo, like I would be fucking my opponent up, and then I just die first somehow. And it's just
Always.
like, all right, well, where can I get some more kill power, some more reliable kill power? Like, I mean, I know like arrow popcorn is great, like fire arrow popcorn is really good, but at the same time, it's not always you're not always gonna catch someone with that. And when I feel like they're very aware that I'm trying to kill them with that, then it's a lot easier to avoid. Rather than in twos when there's a lot of chaos going on, it's a much easier to catch people.
Mm-hmm.
But
For
that's my
sure.
opinion. No, my opinion.
Yeah, I hear you. A lot of characters do have ways to deal with popcorn as well, which makes it very, very tough.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean they can hit it too. They can move it around.
hmm Yeah,
How I feel
I really
about
love that character. Yeah, I mean, do you want to talk about Shaggy? That tweet actually kind of blew up. I think it's funny. I did not expect it to blow up like that, but
Sure, yeah, we can talk about Shaggy a little bit.
um, I don't even think Shaggy's that crazy, to be honest. I think the most frustrating part about him really is the charge and the fact that it's like insanely non-committal. And I think the risk reward is just really skewed. Like he can charge and pretty quickly power up, which gives him automatically one really, really strong move. And if he has a sandwich, a super sandwich, and he could cancel the charge instantly on reaction. So it like forces you to do something, especially in twos. Like it forces you to deal with him. I feel like it should be some sort of commitment, you know?
I think with charging, right? You know how you could literally tap special and it'll do like a tiny
Mm-hmm.
charge, it'll cancel immediately. I
Yeah.
think that's where there needs to be risk reward. I think it's okay if he charges halfway and then cancels it if he decides not to fully commit to the charge. But I think being able to just cancel the charge at any point is kind of like not cool because there needs to be some sort of commitment if he's going to go for that power up. So that's where I would change it. I think
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like punishing him when he actually has, I call it Super Saiyan mode. So
Yeah.
punishing him when he has Super Saiyan mode, I think like okay, we have to break it down. Like, how would we try to punish this character during Super Saiyan mode? Should he get punished at the end of his at the end of his move that he chooses to do? That's probably not going to happen, right? Because the point of it is for him to be stronger and faster. You feel me? So if he goes for up special, sure you can if you could catch him at the end of that, great. There are going to be characters that can't, and I think that's totally fine. I think that the punish window comes from the charge itself, like when he should be able to cancel it if he decides that he wants to not fully commit to getting the buff.
Mm-hmm. Or even like after he's done charging, a good amount of whiffs so you could like hit him for it. I think would be nice. Some whiff somewhere in there, or some
Or you mean
lag.
like
I mean,
knocking it out of him?
no, like once he finishes charging, then he's maybe stuck for a bit, or
Uh,
somewhere where I feel like you can punish him. But it doesn't seem like there's really even a punish window anywhere in it. You know, so some part of it, whether it's on the startup, whether it's mid charge, whether it's the end of the charge. I would love some sort of punish window on that. Especially in twos, it's very frustrating when a Shaggy can spend the entire game just kind of running away, charging, and then get a ton of value out of it. And it's like, do we go and try and deal with him? Do we 1v2, but then he comes back and immediately has a charge and could kill us? It's a
well, that was
very
always my
tough
goal when
mechanic.
fighting Shaggy. Just stick on, bro. Me and Boyd play Shaggy. It's like, all right, I'm gonna stick on the Shaggy no matter what. But
Mm-hmm.
it's always like you gotta post someone on the Shaggy the entire time, which doesn't give you that much opportunity to like push advantage, like a double advantage on one character, like the other guy. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I totally understand where your frustration is coming from, or not frustration, but where you're coming from in regards to that. I get it.
Also, I think his weight is kind of unnecessary. He's like really heavy when he's like as skinny as Rick, which is weird. But
He was heavier before, if you didn't know that.
I know, which was even more insane. I don't know. I don't get. Does he need the weight when he can kill you at 20? Is he heavier than one to him? And he's like right about that. I feel like, but he's not even a tank.
I don't know, cause like when I'm thinking about it, uh, like reducing his weight, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have an idea when it comes to that. Even then, like looking at weight, I mean, Wonder Woman's a tank, but there's bruisers that are heavier than her. I think like
Mm-hmm.
weight doesn't just fall into like the class at all. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And I don't think it necessarily should, but Shaggy just it doesn't seem to make much sense because a lot of it goes with like size as well. Like the bigger characters are heavier, which makes sense because they have a bigger hurt box. But Shaggy's like super skinny and still just lives forever for some reason.
I get you. I understand. He is
Mm.
heavier than Wonder Woman. Yeah, I think he's heavier than Wonder Woman right now.
It's funny too,
Uh,
man. Wonder Woman's like my kryptonite. That character is just I just struggle with so hard. The only character in the game I cannot seem to figure out.
Saying she was the best. Well, not the best. Sorry, but I was saying she was top tier since back in the day during
Oh,
Evo.
for
But
sure.
people had to wake up and see it, and now she's doing really well, which is great. I'm happy about it. You know what I mean? But uh, again, even to this day, I still feel like she's one of those characters that yeah, she's good, but she's like a healthy good in my opinion. Some
Yeah, I
people
don't
would
think
just
she's that overwhelming. It's just tough because she's like a really, really good matchup for Rick.
yeah.
Um, especially
Funny
the.
enough, I still feel like he can do it. I still feel like Rick can beat her.
I agree. I don't know. I agree. The biggest thing, really, the biggest problem for me is Wonder Woman's dodge perk. That is what really gives me the most trouble. Is the Shield of
Her
Athena. That has like no cooldown. It gets rid of like my entire kit, and it's like it's very tough to deal with.
Not what they're running against you.
Oh
I
yeah.
never take off Whip of Hephaestus, so I didn't even know that.
It's insane. It gets rid of polymorph, laser, meeseeks, like everything, and it has like a 5 second cooldown or something. So it's very quick. It can't destroy portal. That's the only thing it can't destroy. But it gets rid of everything. At least that's what Key Wonder runs against me. So, and I personally think
Okay.
Key Wonder's the best Wonder Woman. Key Wonder's absolutely insane. His fundamentals are unmatched. I've yet to be able to beat him.
Oh, Key's the best.
I think so.
Huh.
I mean, hey, if you want to play
I'm
this game
inactive.
competitively, Nakat.
I'm inactive. Don't worry about me.
And also, I
Let
mean,
me
there's a
see.
lot of good Wonder Womans to be fair. Like Sandstorm's another just demon, like absolutely
There was
absurd.
there was another Wonder Woman that was people were talking about. I'm trying to remember his name. I know Key Sandstorm. One more. One more.
Yukio,
No, fuck, I can't remember their name, but yeah, there was another Wonder Woman that came to mind. I know there's that good Wonder Woman.
Shirogan.
Oh, Shirogane. I like Shiragane's Wonder Woman a lot, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a good Wonder Woman in France, I believe, or Europe in general
Oh,
also.
love
But
to see more talent
regardless,
from other countries.
regardless, I attribute her success a lot to like just her kit being overall well-rounded. She's a very well-rounded character.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely an exceptional teams character. That armor, man, been saying forever. Yo, this armor shit is godlike, but nobody
Oof.
want to listen. Yo, this
Do you?
armor shit's godlike, but nobody want to listen. Next thing you know, you're able. It's like a win neutral for free button till it's
It
on
really
cooldown.
is. Do you see the
But
way Key Wonder and Bugsby play around the armor? It's insane. They're so good at it.
yep, it's really
Her,
strong.
her down smash, I believe, gives armor as well, right? I think her down smash gives her teammate armor, which is really crazy.
Yeah, it's super duper good. But that
Mm-hmm.
move, like, we made it more committal. However, like, people could still use it to their advantage. How I feel about Finn? Teleportation, baby, we out. No, I think Finn is mad good, mad good. To me, he's like the talk of the town in terms of like characters. See more people bitching about Finn than anything right now. There's like Finn memes, Finn copy pastas and stuff. A lot of the time, though, when I'm seeing about matchups and stuff, man, I'm like, dog, I don't know how many people actually sit in lab and try to learn matchups. I feel like there's a lot of I lose to X character, so I need them nerfed. Like you're sitting here admitting to me right now that your character loses to Wonder Woman. You haven't asked me about a Wonder Woman nerf yet at all. You haven't even suggested it or implied it at all. You just
Mm-hmm.
said, "Oh, my character loses. It's hard." That's it. I feel like in Multiversus, at least, a lot of that is lost, where people just want a nerf immediately. I mean, you play Rick. I'm sure you've heard this plenty of times about
Oh,
Rick.
I want
I
Rick
still,
nerfed.
I
I
still
want
see
Rick
people
nerfed.
complaining. Oh, you want Rick nerfed?
I do. I do. I've talked to some of the devs
Really?
about it.
Why?
He's absurd. He's crazy, man. I watch other Ricks play, and even when I'm playing, I think he's way too mashy. I think he has way too much good stuff, and I don't even think I've fully tapped his potential. But like, mainly, I think his Sair has no whiff, huge hitbox. His jab, no whiff, huge hitbox, and his up special, same thing, no whiff, huge hitbox. all of them are just like I can just throw them out without a even thought that I'll get punished for them, and I want that to get nerfed.
Let's see. Damn, you're an advocate for your own character getting nerfed, man. You
I
gonna
am
piss off
very
all the other
honest.
Ricks? You gonna piss off all the other Ricks?
I've warned them. I've told them. It has to be done for the health of the game. That's all I'm for, even if it's my own character.
That's respectable. That's really respectable. Not a lot of people would go to those links. They gotta
Yeah.
preserve their own dubs.
Yeah,
Feel me?
I know that I have way more room for improvement with Rick, and I think even if those things, as long as he's nerfed properly, and that's why I say it too. I figure if I advocate for him to be nerfed properly, then there won't be a problem. I think that honestly, top character reps should talk to you guys about what should get nerfed about the character, because we know best what is overtuned and what is not. And I really just want Rick to get the proper nerfs and not nerf like honestly, I've kind of gotten over it, but I was really upset about the fart gun nerf because first of all, I'm the only Rick that ever uses fart bomb. That was like, it felt like a direct nerf on me, but also the way it was nerfed felt wrong. Now when I shoot fart bomb on the ground and it's there for like a second and I get hit, it disappears from existence. I think it should just have like a solid 10-second cooldown so it can't be spam. The problem was I would throw it out constantly. It wasn't that like it was being able to go down while getting hit. It was that like it was just completely spammable with no repercussions.
So what about if he did get nerfed, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think that's gonna stop people from asking for Rick nerfs?
Um, I don't know. I mean, Twitter is like a terrible way to gauge what the community thinks. I also think if people on Twitter are gonna say all sorts of shit about Rick needs nerfs, Finn needs nerfs, whoever needs nerfs, but like a lot of them don't know what they're talking about. That's why I think it's important to listen to top character reps and actual top players who know the characters a lot deeper. Like I think I'm the best player in the world at the Finn matchup, and I think Finn should get some nerfs, but they need to be the right nerfs, and they don't even need to be that crazy. I think Finn still also is one of the most difficult characters in the game, and a lot of people don't understand that because ladder Finns just spam up smash, and people don't know how to deal with up smash.
What makes you think that you're the best player in the world at the Finn matchup?
Because I practice against Gopo more than almost anyone else, and he's easily the best Finn. I also have another practice partner who is a really, really good Finn. So I've just put in a ton of hours. I feel really, really comfortable in the matchup. I've pushed Gopo as far as pretty much any other player has. I think Rick has like an even matchup with Finn. I don't think it's losing. I don't think it's winning. So I just feel really, really comfortable fighting that character. And you literally won't catch me losing to any Finn that's not Gopo or like another top level Finn. Unless I'm playing Gizmo, because that matchup's impossible.
Got it.
Almost
How... I want to say, how have you been able to replicate this in tournament?
Yeah. I mean, have I beat Gopo? I don't even know if I've taken a set. I've taken many games, and I've pushed him to game 5 a number of times, but I don't even know if I've taken a set. I've beaten another, like, all other Finns, though, in tournament.
Okay. All right. Bet. What, in terms competitively, like, what's next for you? What's your next, like, big event or anything that's coming up?
The next Armageddon, I believe. I was supposed to be at the first one, the Ajax tournament in Connecticut. I was supposed to be at that one, and then I got COVID like a couple days before.
Sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better.
Yeah, dude, thank you. Oh yeah, I did take a set off Gopo, and then he beat me in the run back. That's what happened. So I have at least taken a set off him. But yeah, my next tournament is Armageddon. Sadly, Zed Destruction got shut down. That was in New York. And then I also have, there's a New Jersey land starting up soon that I'll actually be co-hosting. I'll be streaming it on this channel. That I think will be a monthly, hopefully. But Armageddon should be coming up, I believe, in like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, that's the offline event, right?
Yeah, offline, Connecticut, Ajax's tournament. Oh,
I'm interested. Okay, if that's happening in 2 weeks, there's something I want to do for that personally. I know we have like an hour and a half session. Let me know if this is like better for you. I personally want to watch you at that tournament, and then I want to take our last hour together going over your run in that bracket.
Okay.
If you think that will be helpful for you, then I'm down to do that personally. I would like to do that. I would prefer to do that personally, especially because I think that there's a lot to be gained. Actually, seeing you go through an entire run. I'm going to be watching the tournament. I'm going to be having it on. I usually have on the events, but I'll be paying closely particular attention to your matches.
All right, yeah, I think that'd be a really cool idea. Um,
Yeah.
I'm definitely planning on giving my all to that tournament. I was really, really confident for the first one, and then unfortunately I got sick.
I remember your tweets. I remember your tweets. Like I may not be like competing anymore, bro. I'm keeping track of like who's succeeding, who's doing what, and who's going like the mile, bro. And I'm happy for you, man. For real.
Appreciate it. You could drop a like or something too. I'd appreciate that.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm watching on Twitter, but that doesn't mean I'm always seeing the tweets. I'm aware of what's going on, though. Don't worry. But
all right, yeah, that'd be really cool to go over the run. I'm pretty confident in ones and twos, and I think I'll definitely be top eighting, if not taking the whole thing. My goal is definitely going to be to winning the whole thing in ones and twos. So we'll see.
Are you with your partner?
He's actually in Connecticut, so we should definitely be competing together in that.
Good. All right, perfect. Oh, I'm hyped now. Now I have more of a purpose now. This is great.
Only problem is I don't know if I'll be able to bring out the gizmo. I'll probably have to rock all Rick, sadly. If I can, though, the Gizzy will come out.
That's fine. That do you, bro. Like if you gotta go Gizmo, go Gizmo. If you feel like it's not his time, it's not his time, bro, and that's totally fine.
Yeah, hopefully, as I improve, though, I definitely want to bring out the Gizmo. I want to pick a tournament and go all Gizmo. I just don't know when I could do that.
I mean, you don't think if you get taken to that game 3, you're gonna switch to Rick for preservation? You think you'll be able to commit in that hard time?
Well, the problem is, like, Rick doesn't really have any bad matchups besides Wonder Woman. So, like, it's not like I could pick Gizmo up for bad matchups. It's, like, Rick doesn't really have any of those. And I feel like Gizmo doesn't have, like, any winning matchups. Especially in ones. In twos, it's a little different. I think he's a lot better. But in ones, like, he really does not win many matchups at all. Yeah. Maybe Batman. I might prepare Gizmo for Batman. We'll see. Batman's also another one of my kryptonites, especially Paradox. I don't know if you've seen Paradox. I think he's the best Batman in the world. Sinum's also really good, but Paradox has probably the crispest
Paradox
movement
is better
out
than
there.
Sinum?
I think so. Honestly, I think it might just be because Paradox grinds a lot harder and Sinum hasn't grinded as much, but Paradox is really, really good.
Will he be there?
He should. I believe so. He came in second place in the last one, in ones at least. So I'd be very surprised if he's not. That's him and Gopo are definitely my biggest worries. Outside of that, honestly, I'm not really worried about losing to anyone else.
Got it. I'm gonna be on the lookout, bruh. This shit is gonna be heat. This is gonna be fire.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I think should be right around the same time season 3 comes out, I believe.
Yeah.
If it lines up with the last one, so.
Okay. All right.
Should be a good one.
I'm gonna be looking out for it. I'm gonna be looking out for your gameplay. Just of course, when you're in the tournament, just focus on yourself. Focus on what you need to accomplish, and go in with that confidence that you have. Not a lot of people have raw confidence like that, so it's a good thing that you have your head on your shoulders in that way.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten the results, so that's helped a lot. But I've also just put in the time and the work, so I definitely have the confidence, and I believe in myself a lot in this game because I've just put in the work and the hours. So I don't think there's many people in the world that are better than me at this game, if any, to be honest.
Let's go. Let's go. You'll piss some people off with that too. Be like, what? But if you could back it up, you could back it up.
Mhm. I mean, chat knows, right, chat? I've been proving myself, so.
Shit, chat. Let him talk his shit.
Yeah, it is crazy. I even got my first stream sponsorship too, so the streaming shit's been going really well.
Good shit, man. I'm happy for you. Keep it up. Remember, I told you it's all about that consistency, man.
Mhm.
And then, of course, you doing well is just going to inevitably help. It's just going to bleed into your stream. So just keep this up. It'll pay off.
Will do. So
appreciate
it, Nakat.
I got you, man. I will catch you after that tournament. Best of luck. I'll be watching.
Appreciate it. All right, looking forward to chatting then.
Okay.
If you have any questions about how to nerf rig, please let me know. Please.
I will
Don't
do,
butcher
man.
my character.
Will do.
All right, take care, man.
Bye bye.